ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਦ ਪੰਕਜ ਬੰਦਨ, ਪਦ ਪੰਕਜ ਬੰਦਨ। ਸਿਮਰੋ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੁਖ ਨਿਕੰਦਨ, ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਗੁਰ ਹਿਰਦੈ ਧਿਆਵੋ ਜੀ, ਹਿਰਦੈ ਧਿਆਵੋ। ਗੁਰ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਵੋ, ਗੁਰ ਅਰਜਨ ਬਿਗਨਨ ਕੇ ਨਾਸਕ, ਬਿਗਨਨ ਕੇ ਨਾਸਕ। श्री हरि गोविंद शुभ समत प्रकाशक, श्री हरि राय नमो कर जोरी, नमो कर जोरी। श्री हरि कृष्ण मनाय बहोरी, तेग बहादुर परम कृपा जी, परम कृपाला। श्री गुरु गोविंद सिंह विसाला, तरों तरा पर पुन पुन सीसा जी, पुन पुन सीसा। बंदो बार बार जगदीसा, दोहरा जिसमें अमृत ज्ञान है, मानिक भगत वैराग। गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब उदित बंदो कर अनुराग। एकंकारा सतगुरु तेह प्रसाद सच कोय, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह विघ्न विनाशन सोय। श्लोक दंडोत बंदन अनपवा, सर्व कला समरथ डोलन तेरा खो प्रभु, नानक दे कर हाथ। कहाँ बुद्ध प्रभ तुच्छ हमारी, वर्ण सके महिमा जो तिहारी। हम ना सकत कर सिफत तुम्हारी, आप ले हो तुम कथा सुधारी। गुरु प्यारी साध संग जी, आओ दोनों हाथ फेर जोड़ो, है फतेह दी सांझ पाइए। गज गज के आखो जी, गुरु प्यारी साध संग जी, फिर एक बड़ी और अंतर ध्यान हो के हथ जोड़ के इस अंतर ध्यान दे नाल तुसीं दास के उपर असीसां बख्शनियां, ताकि जो भी दास बोले गुरमते अनुकूल होवे, गुरमते बाहज न होवे। तुसीं दास के उपर बहुत निम्रता बेनती सहित दास तुहाडे अगे ये प्रार्थना करदा कि तुसीं ये जरूर तुसीं इस ढंग तरीके नाल फतेह दी सांझ पा के फिर दास अगे शुरू हो सके। तुसीं करो कृपा, फतेह दी सांझ इस तरह बनाओ। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। साध संगत जी, so the second lecture that we're going to be starting on is called Gur Prasad. Gur Prasad, I'm going to share with you the meaning, but I also want to tell you it comes in forms. In Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, we always hear Ek Onkar Satgur Prasad. You hear Sukhmani Sahib Jeh Prasad. You hear Toy Prasad Sri Dasambani. Toy Prasad meaning by your grace. Gur Prasad means that it's by the Guru Sahib's grace. And Prasad generally implies that grace obtained, like grace mil gaya. For me it becomes, and I mentioned it a lot of times in the previous lecture, मैं कई बारी पिछले lecture ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ, मैं क्या भाई साहब उन्होंने भी ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਥੇ question answer period ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੈ, पर मैं चाहता तुसी पछानो, ਇਹਦੀ पहचान करो, क्योंकि ਜਦੋਂ पहचान करते हैं ना कोई चीज़ माँ जी ने तुहाडे ਲਈ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ, ਫਿਰ ਮੁੱਖੋਂ ਸੁਭਾਵਿਕ ਹੀ ਨਿਕਲਦਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ वाहिगुरु। ਉਹ appreciation ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਨਿਕਲ ਆਉਂਦਾ, right? That appreciation needs to be there. So ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਜਾਪ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. And we're going to say Gur Prasad Vaheguru, Tar Prasad Vaheguru, just to warm ourselves up, because I know this is I call this the dangerous period for lectures. Just from my experience, ਜਦੋਂ ਸ਼ਕਿਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਮਗਰੋਂ ਲੈਕਚਰ 'ਚ ਬੈਠ ਜਾਓ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਸੁਭਾਅ ਨੀਂਦ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵੀ ਟਾਕਰਾ ਕਰਨਾ. ਸੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੁਚੇਤ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਾਪ ਹੀ ਕਰੀਏ. ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਤਵੈ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਜਪੁ ਜੀ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਤਵੈ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਤਵੈ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਤਵੈ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਗੁਰ 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 ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਤਵੈ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਹਰ ਪਲ ਹਰ ਸਮੇਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਅੰਤਰਬਿਰਤੀ ਇਹ ਬਣ ਜਾਵੇ, it comes inside of our mind state that Maharaj, it's your kripa. I'm breathing today. I'm eating today. I have a house right now. It's raining outside, but I'm sitting inside. Not a complaint about, oh, aaj thodi ji idhar thand lagdi hai. Na aa kyun nahi aaya hoya? Aa kyun nahi hoya? We nitpick a lot of things, but there's a lot of blessings. ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਈ ਲੋਕ ਗੋਰੇ ਆਪਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ count your blessings, right? Counting your blessings, an appreciative child of Paramatma says over and over again that Maharaj is Tva Prasad. That even in the worst situation, ਦੁੱਖ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਸੁੱਖ ਮਨਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ. By ਕਿੰਨੀ ਵੀ ਬਿਪਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਆਵੇ, but they say that Maharaj, even if it comes, it's my karms. Thank you for getting rid of it. Because ਜਦੋਂ ਆ ਦੁੱਖ ਚੱਲ ਜੂਗਾ ਨਾ, ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹ ਕਰਮ ਤਾਂ ਨਸ਼ਟ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. And they say that it's gone now. So even within ਦੁੱਖ, ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਸੁੱਖ ਮਨਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ. ਦੇਖੋ ਕੀਜੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸਬਬ, or I should say how God has granted this wisdom upon us. But I wanted to open it up a little bit more. And Sri Sarvalo Granth, where you hear Khalsa Mera Roop Hai Khas, right, that shot? This also comes up, and I'm going to get you to say it, but first I'll say it myself. Mihr Najr ki fajl se chitvo deen dayal, meen tapat jal deo har karna nid gopal. Ek sakhiya about meen tapat jal deo har. मैं उन कथा संत बाबा गुरबचन सिंह पिंडरावाले दी सुन रहा सी, and ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਸਾਖੀ ਟੁਕ ਮੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਛੋਟੀ ਜੀ ਸਾਖੀ ਆਈ, ਪਰ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਖੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਹਿਰਾਈ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਨਾ, ਕਈ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਉਹ ਖੋਲ ਕੇ ਅਰਥ ਵੀ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ. So ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਾ ਦੇਣਾ. They said that when Guru Nanak Dev Ji one time traveled to Japan, Bhai Mridana is with him, and as they're going, Bhai Mridana says, ਕਿਹੜੇ ਇਲਾਕੇ ਦੇ ਆਗੇ? And it was a coast of Japan, and there is a fishermen's all around. And what happened is that at that time Maharaj said that Jeev both tarf rahe. But he looked around and everybody seemed okay. It was all fishermen and they were taking the fish in their nets and throwing it. And ਜਦੋਂ ਸੱਟਦੇ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੱਛੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਜਿਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਸੀ. ਮੱਛੀਆਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਜਿਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਸੀ, you know what fishes do? They kind of jump up and down, squirming. What are they looking for? Water. Right? Water. That is the bhavna of a Gursikh taken out of Gurbani. जिस तरह मच्छी नूं पानी प्यारा उसी तरह गुरसिख नूं गुरबानी प्यारा, right? प्यारी है, meaning that at that time वो तड़फ रहे सी, पानी लब रहे सी। पर देखो what happened है, जिस तरह साखी सुनाई गई है, Guru Nanak Dev Ji goes, and this is the beauty of it, is that Maharji was able to talk to those individuals. Maharji was able to talk to him. And when he talked to him, he explained that ekar shat hai, jeev tarf hai, jor kiya so julm hai. In the same way, when you're using force, there's no grace in there. It's a criminal act, rather. So unhe kya, Japanese lokan, पर उन्होंने उनकार कर छड्डना सी, उन्होंने उत्थे नहीं Maharji दा मन्निया। पर उसी वेले जिहड़ी fish net सी, उन्होंने सिट्टिया बाहर on the coast and the fishes were bouncing up and down, then उन्होंने आपदा मौका गवा दिता, the Japanese people, right, that Maharji had told them to stop. But those fishes that were hurting, Maharji started singing a shabd. ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰੇ ਯਾਦਸ ਤੋਂ ਭੁੱਲ ਗਿਆ, ਮੇਰੀ ਜਿੰਦੜੀ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਕਿਤ ਪਵੇ ਜੰਜਾਲੇ ਰਾਮ, ਇਹ ਜੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਗਾ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ Maharji. And when Guru Nanak Dev Ji sang it out, what happened is the net dissolved. The net dissolved and the fishes started bouncing up and down. And what they saw at that time was a choice that every Gursikh has. Either go back into the ocean, go back into your regular life, or go touch Maharji's charan. Go and touch Guru Nanak Dev Ji's charan. Either you hold on, and even if it means giving your life, even if it means giving your life, they had a choice. And those fishes opted to go to Guru Nanak Dev Ji's charan. Meen tapat jal deo har. What was the jal? The jal is kirpa. And the kirpa is in Guru Maharji's charan. So those fishes, whether it was a small distance, equal distance to the water and equal distance to Guru Nanak Dev Ji's charan, those machiyan, tarftiyan still made their way to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, pushed away all the pain that they had. And as they embraced Guru Nanak Dev Ji's feet, they passed away. And what would come as angelic beings floated off. And they would see angelic beings floating off. That in our lives, that's how close we are, that we let go of Maharji's charan and go back into our world ocean and sink into it. But no, where there's kirpa, there needs to be sacrifice. Where there's love, there's always sacrifice. You know, sometimes sacrificing all those faltu and galla so you can do more job. There's sacrifices that you do on a daily basis if you need to do your bhakti. Right? Sacrificing a function of a family so you can come into samagam to listen to kirtan. Right? There's a lot of things, but that's your own reflection and that's what you need to apply to your life. So, but I want to tell you about kirpa and how kirpa is obtained, and kirpa that's obtained through shabd that calls out for kirpa. So I'm going to sing it and then you can sing behind me. Mere najar ki fajl se chitwo deen dayal, mere najar ki fajl se chitwo deen dayal, meen tapat jal deho har karuna nid gopal, meen jal deho har karuna nid gopal. So mehr means a glance, graceful glance. Mehr and najar is the person, when you do a graceful glance, what do you get in return is fazl. Fazl is like kirpa obtained. Okay? Chitvo deen dayal. That's all I'm thinking about. My deen dayal, the person who is the merciful Lord who gives us time. Meen tapat. And I'm doing it in the manner that wants kirpa. The person who strives for kirpa, it's done so in such a fashion, just like those machiyan tarfaring se. Meen tapat. And what do they want? Jal deo har. Just like a swanti bond that a chatrik calls out for. It doesn't ask for anything else. It'll keep getting up at that time of Amrit Vela and calling out for that Swanti Bhoon. But देखो कृपा, जे कृपा अपने इस तस्वीर दे विच लेके आइए तो फिर ऐसे सोचो, पहला, it has to have the right time, right, to get up at Amrit Vela. Then it has to have a rain cloud that comes. It has to come. If it doesn't get it, then it's not going to get satisfied. Then the rain, sometimes clouds rain, sometimes clouds don't. It needs rain. Then it needs a Swanti Bhoon. And then a Swanti Bhoon, a particular droplet. And then that Swanti Bhoon has to come and drop at a certain spot with a shape come down the top of its head, and which is symbolized by a 6 dasam dwar, then it comes and drops on there. And then it recedes, it gets satisfaction. It gets satisfaction. But look at this bhakti and its turmoil that it has to go through to get that Swanti Bhoon. It's not easy. But somebody, there was a Mahatma, he said that, उन्हें संगत ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤਾ that ਉਹਨੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪੁੱਛ ਲੈਣਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚਾਤਰਿਕ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਵਾਤੀ ਬੂੰਦ ਮਿਲਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਦੱਸੋ ਮਿਲਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਪਰ ਉਹਨੇ ਫਿਰ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਸਮਾਂ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ that is that your thought that you go through that you appreciate ਜਦੋਂ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ then you cry that Sache Pasha, thank you. मैं एजा अवगुणी जीव सी that I had no virtue, but you graced me. You graced me with something. You value something. If you get it right away, कोई कदर करता? And that qadr comes with tapat. मीने तपत जल दे हो हार करना निध गोपाल मीन तपत जल दे हो हार करना निध गोपाल karuna means ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ where all kirpa lies as a treasure chest. But that kirpa, does it dwindle? Does it go away? If Margie gives a little bit of kirpa, does that kirpa now not there? No. That's how great Paramatma is. He can just keep offering and offering it. Jada Rai Bilasi Mandir Sakhi Agi. Man, ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਖੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦੀ at one point he said that Margie ਨੇ ਉਦਾਸੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ went to Bhai Lalo ji's house and then ਉਹਨੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਭੇਜਿਆ to Ahmedabad. He said that Guru Nanak Dev Ji ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫੇਰ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਓ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫੇਰ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਓ and then a Sikh आया and he said that you know Rai Bilal बुला रहे हैं. Margie said that जब मैं जाऊँगा my mom and father they're gonna tell me don't go and say all that stuff. But all the praying in the khich pa raha I have to go. He tells Bhai Mardana and Bhai Balaji and they went. Guru Nanak Dev Ji went and the mom and father they came. They said why are you doing this? Why are you going on Daspur? This is when Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sultanpuroo pehla Ahmedabad gaye si to Bhai Lalo Ji and then there the Sikh came to come back to Nankana Sahib. But now just Haji shuru hi kiti hai udasi and then Margie went back to Nankana Sahib and there's Rai Bilal. Rai Bilal ne kya Margie आओ सच्चे पातशाह and then he said that आज सब कुछ जो दस रहे हैं ना that people say ये तोड़ी पिता दी कमाई and so forth मैंने कहना मैं क्या कहना मेरी पिता दी ये तोड़ी कृपा it's your कृपा Margie मैंने और कृपा करो मैंने इस पवसागरों पार करो he would say this पर Rai Bilal ने देखा ऐसा कि कई चीज़ों तुसी सुनते ना मन दे विच इन्नी like चोट बजदी है that इन्ना प्रेम सी कि वो one time ਇੰਨਾ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪਲਕਾਂ ਆਏ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਆ ਗਈ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ he couldn't see ਥੱਲੇ ਹੀ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦਾ ਸੀ and ਆਏ ਮੰਜਾ ਪਿਆ ਇੱਧਰ ਮੰਜਾ ਪਿਆ and ਉਹ ਬੈਠਾ ਸੀ he would be sitting on one manja like this and ਥੱਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗੀ has come so much over his body his frail his ਹੱਥ ਕੰਬਦੇ ਆ and then he gets up ਔਖਾ ਸੌਖਾ ਆਪ ਉੱਠਦਾ Sevadar comes running to help him, but he pushes him away. So and he sits that way. And then he gets up again and he sits the other way. And then the other way. And सेवला ने पूछा यार बुलाया जी तुसी आए काते कर दें बैठे रहो like बुजुर्ग हैगे why do you get up and turn से ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ मैं गुरु नानक देव जी बारे सोच रहा सी जे वो इधर ਨੂੰ ट्रैवल ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਏ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਪਿੱਠ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ so he gets up so his back won't be facing Guru Nanak Dev Ji ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਆਉਣ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੁਖ ਮਾਰਜੀ ਵਾਲੀ ਹੋਗਾ ਨਾ ਇਹ ਭਾਵਨਾ let's look at the ਭਾਵਨਾ of this Sikh just to tell you a little bit about him he was the one that would say to Baba Kalyan Chand ਥੱਪੜ ਕਿਉਂ ਮਾਰੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਪੈਸੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ ਲੈ ਪੈਸੇ ਚੱਕ ਕੇ don't ever hit him ever again so he would say to Guru Nanak Dev Ji आओ चरण पाओ and ਜਦੋਂ ਮਾਰ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਏ ਹੱਥੋਂ ਫੜ ਕੇ sat him on a manja and then he would call his sevadar that go bring water and pani de flask see he would take it and he would wash Marji's feet and then he would drink that charanamrit and then whatever was left he would sprinkle in his eyes and place on his head ਜਿਵੇਂ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਸੰਚਾਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ and then ਫਿਰ ਆਏ ਚੁੰਮਦਾ ਹੀ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਸੇ ਆਏ right before Guru Nanak Dev Ji ਮੈਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੋਚਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਜਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਪੜਦਾ ਹੁੰਨਾ ਇਹ ਗੁਣ ਬੰਤਿਆ ਗੁਣ ਦੇ ਤੇ ਆ ਕੋਨੇ ਸੁਜੀ like I can never see anybody like you there's some people ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਗੁਣ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਗੁਣ ਦੇ ਦੇਣੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ and ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੇ ਦੇਣੇ you don't discriminate against anybody if there's a person who says I don't have anything Marji gives to them and then there's somebody like Rai Balai who has already so much kirpa and Marji even says in the Sakhi that tere kol pehla hi kinna aayega tu to mere sada hi mere naal hi hai Rai Balai tu kyun aaye kar rahe hai nahi Marji hor kirpa da koi ant hi nahi and then Marji blesses him more so let's sing this out one more and let's move forward on this Gur Prasad topic Mehr nazar ki fajl se Chitwa deen dayala nazar ki chitwa deen dayala what's our inside meen tapat jal deho har karna nid gopal meen tapat there it is. That's how in a bhavna of a Gursikh that they want more Marji. It's like kirpa from Marji more. It's ever going that Marji give us more. We want to grow more in Sikhi. We want to come closer to you. Khich apne wal khich asanu nikya. Just like Bhai Veer Singh says, right? Now we read this in Twa Prasad Sriya. Now Abani for us is called Twa Prasad. Right? Is Sri Bhagwan ki kripa hoote ek rati bin ek rati ke. Now when you read rati, you'll be thinking there's two rati. But one rati means what? Hanji? ठीक है ना rati meaning that prem de vich rach jana paramatma de na that's correct what's the other rati exactly same kar rahe hai shara he says this much par main tanu rati dikhana chahna this is a rati ਇਹ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਇੰਨੀ ਛੋਟੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ I have one ਮੈਂ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਜੋ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ and I say that ਇਹ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮਾਰਜੀ ਹੋਰ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਵਧਾਓ right the ਕਾਰਨ ਇਹ ਹੈਗਾ that I'm going to share with you a poem about a rati too this is a poem ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਹੈਗੀ but it's a little off topic but ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ so this is the rati and just to give you an idea of where it grows how it comes about and what it's used for okay ये poem राही मिल जूगा तुम्हें सोना हूँ मैं नाम का Gold is talking. Okay, it's personified. Gold doesn't talk, but it's personified. Okay, so gold is talking. सोना हूँ मैं नाम का उत्तम मेरी जात, जंगल दी एक भूंडड़ी तुली हमारे साथ. What they do is रत्तियां नूं लैके they weigh against gold to know what scale, like what a carat the gold is. Okay, they use these things to measure against gold to know its value. You understand? So it's Sona saying that I'm called gold and I'm up here. Why are they using these little things to measure against me? You guys got it? I'll read it again. Sona hu main naam ka uttam meri jaat. Jungle di ek poondri. Poondri is like a beetle. Doesn't it kind of look like a ladybug or a beetle, right? So jungle di ek poondri tuli hamare saath. That it's being measured against me. And then this, now it's its turn to respond. So now this Rati is going to speak. Jungle di ho laladi. Don't call me a poondri. Main laladi am. Laladi, why do you call it laladi? Because lal rang tisko laga. Right? It's that those fortunate beings that get that lal rang inside of them. I always say to people, oh, why don't we wear red color? I'm like, we do. It's inside. Gursikhs wear red color all the time for Paramatma. It's that lal rang that they have for Paramatma. They don't need to wear on the outside. It's on the inside already. So, jungle di ho laladi. Rati hu har rang. Here that Rati is being used. This is a Rati, and this Rati means that I'm immersed in God's love. Now, jungle di ho laladi. Why am I lal? Kyun Rati hu har rang. Paramatma de rang de vich mein lal hui hui hai. Muh bhi kala ho gaya jab tuli neech ke sang. And why I got this black, if you want to know? Because I got measured against somebody arrogant. Tere naal sangat kiti hai na, tanyo ye kalapon mere vich aa gaya. Meaning that, you know, I got that blackness because I was doing sangat with somebody that had filth within them. And that is just to give you an idea. If you give an example, then it sticks longer. So when a person reads this pankti, it says, Sri Bhagavan ki kripa hu te ek rati bin ek rati ke. Without that one love of God, you're not even being able to measure with one rati. They use a bunch of them. They use a bunch of them to measure against gold, but you wouldn't be worth even one rati. The one rati, that little bead that I showed you, if you didn't have God's love with you. And you want it to be way vast and greater. But I tell all you that you have God's love inside of you. But ask for more kirpa, because that is a sign of kirpa. You have God's love inside of you. Sri Bhagavan ki kirpa hote. Otherwise, you do not. Huh? Yeah, that it's because Guru Maharaj has grace on you. That's why you have love inside of you. And then I talk about, they call this person the North Star, the true Tara of the Sikh Panth. Who is that? Baba Buddha Ji. Baba Buddha Ji is the epitome of everything. Whether you call a Bhagat, Gurmukh, Sad, Saint, it's all in him. He was the epitome of that. And that is who you look to in your Sikhi lives of kis tarah kamauni hai Sikhi. In the final days, jadon Baba Buddha Ji ne kya sevadaran nu that jaake hun sama aa gaya that this worldly cloak I have to leave it, that Sache Pasha tusi kirpa karo minu aake mil jao. Unhe sneha bhejya through a messenger. Baba Bidhi Chand, other great Gursikhs, they all gathered around. And Marji aap baith ke Marji aap srote bane. Baba Buddhe Baranan kiya srota Satgur aap. That day they listened to Baba Buddha Ji talk about how he met with Guru Nanak Dev Ji, how Sikhi came to Guru Angad Dev Ji. They listened. They all listened. Prem na. Sare Gursikh. all full in the home of Baba Buddha Ji. Baba Buddha Ji nu ਫਿਰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ that ਇੱਕ ਕੋਈ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ ਦੇਵੋ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਮਾਈ ਹੈ. And this is what Baba Buddha Ji said to those Gursikh. जप करो शब्द का, तप करो सेवा दा, संगम रखो इंद्रियां दा, दिन रात आराधना विच जुड़ो, पर इन्ना कुछ करके एक गल चेते रखो, टेक रखो मेहर दी. That in your mind there's a compass. You know, compass always has one needle pointing towards the north, right? And in the same way, a Gursikh, whether you're reading a shab, whether you're doing seva in the langar hall, right? What you do is at the same time you're controlling your sensory organs. And then you're calling out to God day and night and you're trying to unite. But one thing that you keep in your mind throughout all this is that Maharaji, tusi apni meher karo. Meher karo. You're not doing this to please anybody else. All you're trying to do it is that Maharaji Sache Pasha एक बारी इधर निगाह करना. हम बच्चे इतने प्लेग्राउंड इतने बने हुए प्लेग्राउंड ना जो हम इतने माँ प्यो इतने बैठे हो जिस फर्ज करो माँ बैठी है बच्चे 4 होने होते and they're all playing on the playground. कई बच्चे ना आए होंदा कि माँ मेरे वाल निगाह करे. Look mom what I'm doing. Look mom I'm going down this. करते नहीं ना. And that's what a Bhagav's Vritti is too. And माया जी मेरे वाल देखो मेरे वाल देखो. उन्होंने और कोई प्यास नहीं. माँ जी मेरे वाल मेहर करो मेरे वाल मेहर करो. And that's what they want. ਹੋਰ ਨਜ਼ਦੀਕ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਤੋਂ ਇਹ ਮੰਗ ਰਹੇ ਆ. ਬਾਬਾ ਬੁੱਢਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ that within your life through Guru Maharaj's shabd ask for kirpa. And if you at those times you don't know ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਮੰਗਣੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ how Simran goes, like some people came up to me and they said that I've gone away a little bit from Sikhi, Shabd nahi padhunda. I'm like, this Maharaji Shabd is asking for kirpa. Find a Shabd, and if you don't have one, here you go, I'll give you one, just so you can read it. Mere piche bolna, kar kirpa mere pritam Swami, kar kirpa mere pritam Swami, kar kirpa mere Swami. Netar dekhe dars tera Ram. Lakh jeva deho mere pyare. Lakh jeva deho mere pyare. Lakh jeva deho mere pyare. Lakh jeva So kirpa. Now lakh jeva we ask for before the Karam Panch Khand come in Japji Sahib. The first is that when that grows inside of you, that you ask for kirpa, that I want that pehla gun gaune din raat. Now asking that this tongue is not enough, it jeep is not enough, I need more. That you ask for Maharaji, that minu lakh jeva deo ਮੇਰੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ, that I keep saying your name, and that ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੂੰਜ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੂੰਜ ਆ ਪਵੇ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਰਹਾਂ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤ. That this mandir inside now ਗੂੰਜ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਪਵੇ, comes out like that. That kirpa that people ask for, it's only with God's grace. Some people ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਿ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, they're like I'm trying this, maybe ਮੇਰਾ ਜਪਾ ਜਾਪ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ. I'm like आप यत्न करना एंड मार जी दी मेहर नहीं पहला आप नहीं कहना मैं ट्राई कर रहा नो पहला करो हीला करो कार पर टेक रखो मेहर की that it's with Marji's meher. So if somebody asks how does the Lord give more kippa to some than others, and then just like that parent looking at that child, because that Bhagat calls out, "Eh piram pyala," this chalice of love, "Eh piram pyala khasam ka, jap aave ta de." Remember that, jap aave ta de. And when we say "Varya na java ek baar jo tud paave sai palika," remember jo tud paave sai gal changi. When I hear about asai mat wale and ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੱਕੇ ਆਪਦੇ ਧਰਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਪਰਖ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਨਿਤ ਆਪਦੇ ਆਪ ਉੱਪਰ ਉਹ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਆ what would Isa ji do at this time ਉਹ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਦੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ when they do something they say what would Jesus do and I'm like do we have something like that do we need something like that I sometimes think like that and then I'm like man how many times we say varya na java ek baar jo tad paave sai palikar that whatever pleases you Maharji oh he menu kar kara that's what a Gursikh says to themselves does this please Guru Nanak Dev Ji does it please Guru Nanak Dev Ji you sit in Sangat but does it please Guru Nanak Dev Ji your mind is wandering somewhere else does it please Guru Nanak Dev Ji you're talking about movies and other stuff worldly does it please Guru Nanak Dev Ji you're remembering Paramatma before you eat asking that question can clean up your life your daily routine of what you do now ask does it please yes Marji understands you need to work Marji knows but he sees that time you're changing from one class to the next you're remembering it well I had mentioned a story to somebody who came in the break they said that a doctor came to Bhai Veer Singh and said that mere kol sama nahi hunda ਆਪਦੇ ਨਿਤਨੇਮ ਕਰਨ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ he said to ਭਾਈ ਵੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਆ ਪੇਸ਼ੈਂਟ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਭਾਈ ਵੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਬਸ ਇਹੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਾਰ ਚਲਾਉਣੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਦੋਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ and he ਚੁੱਪ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਸੀ that ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਵੇਲਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਹੋਵੇ any available time and a Gursikh what they do is they make their life efficient like when you know that there's an episode of something that you guys watch that it's coming on ਛੇਤੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਾਰ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਠੀਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਵਿਹਲੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਆਨੰਦ ਮਾਣਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇਖਣੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ isn't that what it is but when there's true love for Guru Maharaj what you do is ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੁਨਿਆਵੀ ਕਾਰ ਕਰਨੇ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ ਛੇਤੀ ਤੋਂ ਛੇਤੀ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ and then what happens is that you try to increase that time for bhakti and within dunya ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੋਗ ਕਮਾਉਣੇ and ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਨਾ so if piram pyala khasam ka when they see when the Father Paramatma sees who has a channel on a view on the outside and the inside who sees every thought that's crossing your mind and you have a fear in your head you have ek dar hai tode man de vich that Paramatma da prem na bisar jaave metho ਇਹ ਡਰ ਨਾ ਇਹ ਰੱਖੋਗੇ inside and Maharaj da prem ਹੋਰ like ਉਜਾਗਰ ਹੋਵੇ or ਕਿ ਉਛਾਲੇ ਮਾਰੇ ਅੰਦਰ meaning that ਸਾਰਾ ਭਰ ਦਿਓ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੱਕੋ ਨੱਕ ਤੱਕ ਭਰ ਦਿਓ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਡੁੱਲੇ ਪਿਆਰ that's how much prem we want inside but when a Gursikh they keep a fear inside of themselves and that fear is that prem ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲ ਜਾਵੇ ਉਹ ਇਹ ਡਰ ਰੱਖਦੇ that ਪ੍ਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੇ ਬਿਜਲੀ ਮਾਰ ਦੇਣੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਜੋ ਇਹ ਜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ no the prem is that Maharaj ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਲ ਦੇਖੀ ਉਹ ਮੁਖ ਉਧਰ ਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਦੇਵੇ right that ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਲੀ ਮੁਖ ਰੱਖੇ and ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਲ that's what a Gursikh wants ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਡਰ ਹੋਵੇ ਨਾ that ਇਹਨੂੰ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਭਾਵ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਇਹ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਭਾਵ ਜਦੋਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਇੱਕ ਸਰੋਵਰ ਬਣ ਜਾਵੇ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਕ ਖਿਆਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੰਘਦਾ ਨਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੁੱਭੀ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ so every thought that crosses your mind when you know that ਉਹ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੈ he's with you ਉਹ ਹੈ ਦੇਖੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆਦ ਸੱਚ ਰਾਈਟ ਆਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੰਤ ਸਹਾਈ ਆਦ ਜੁਗਾ he was there from the very beginning helping all the saints and Aad such, Jugad such, and all the jugs happen. Har jug jug pag to paya paj rakhda aaya. And all of these such, see, he was coming to the aids of his saints. And then happy such. This is where we are. Ha, now. And ਇਹਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਅੰਤਰ ਅਰਥ ਇਹ ਹੈ. The happy such means he's present now, he's true now. But ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ ਪੀਤਰ such. ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਪੀਤਰ ਆ. He's inside of you. And ਉਹ ਹੈ ਹਾਦਰਾ ਹਦੂਰ ਆ. He's with you and he's watching. With every thought that crosses your head, just clean it up with Margie's shout. Clean it up with Margie's spat. Remember in Nirmal Paula, it's not the one of that, oh, I'm going to get cursed or I'm going to have bad luck. Gursik understands karma di khel hundi for that. They don't go about thinking in that manner. They think about, no, I don't want to lose him. I don't want to lose him with all the other colors of the world. Right? So then if you ask, the next question is, how does the Lord give more kirpa to some than others? I've answered this, but through Gurbani. Bhai Sahib ne jawab dita si. He says, Ek nadar kar dekhe sab upar. With one another, it's not that people are excluded. He has kirpa on everybody. But then there will be those that appreciate that kirpa. Jeha pao, whatever love you keep inside, whatever love you have inside, teha fal paiye. If you don't have that love that you're calling out to Paramatma, or you don't want to use that love, then how is Margie supposed to grant you that fal of kirpa? Right? It's whatever you hold inside. So this is the recipe that I'm going to put down for you to look for kirpa. There's three things. Okay? One is the Patra Banjo. Patra Banne is that Jo Margie ne kya, wo karna pera. Hukum rajai chalna. Now whatever Margie's hukum is, according to karmas that happen to you, according to what Guru Gobind Singh Ji has said about Rat Maryada, ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਪਾਤਰ ਬਣਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ. And ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. Then, and there's a story of Shikandar that I'm going to share with you, that Guru Gobind Singh Ji quoted. And pehchan, acknowledge and appreciate kirpa. And I think I quoted it in the last lecture. I said the eye of recognition. Jiri akh pehchan di rakhni, and ਉਹ ਵੀ Margie ਜੇ ਪਰਦਾ ਚੱਕਣਗੇ ਫੇਰ ਪਹਿਚਾਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਆ, they can say that ਕਿੰਨਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਾਰ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਬਾਪ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ, that you can sit in the camp. Who knows, maybe your work people wouldn't have given you time off, or you would have to do something else, or some family regime, they would have come up, you would have not been here. But Margie granted you that kirpa, didn't he? Right, that you're sitting here. It's kirpa that's Margie is raining down, like the rain's coming outside. In the same way, Margie rains down kirpa, but don't appreciate it, because there's a roof of ignorance on top of their head. Then the last is samal. Kirpa nu samalna. ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਮਾਰਜੀ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹੀ ਕਾਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਗਵਾ ਛੱਡਦੇ ਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਸੰਭਾਲ ਦੀ ਬਿਰਤੀ ਹੈ. Like ਜਿਵੇਂ I used to call it jokingly, I'm called a non-protection plan. ਲੋਕੀ ਡਰਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, they get insurances all the time here, and there's a non-protection plan about that saying to Paramatma, ਮੇਰੀ ਪੂੰਜੀ ਰਾਖ ਮੁਰਾਦ, ਤੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਮੇਰੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਆ, ਇੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੋਰ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਆ, ਬਾਜ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਅੰਤਰੀਵ, that they're always ready to take it away, take away anything that I earn. They rob me every day when I go and I do something good in terms of what my Sikhi calls for, but they keep robbing me, and I keep going in the same birthi. Then they call out to Paramatma and Adas, that Maharaj meri poonji rakh murad, sache pasha, let me have something that I can get to you by. That and back in the day they used to have wagons full of things, and if you go on a road through the bushes, there used to be thieves that would come out and they would take all the stuff away from you. But you need Rakhya. Rakhya calls out in Chope Sahib. द देखो त्वा प्रसाद मार जी दी कृपा मिल जाए फिर हमरी करो हाथ ते रक्षा. And you're calling out now in Benti that Marji, give me your hand. In order to get to you, I need your hand. So, and that will be a sakhi as well to preserving presence. That Marji is with me. Har Har Naam, Samal. It's how are you going to do it? Guru Mere Sang Sada Hai Nale. Like Guru Marji is with me. And then similar, this Sada Samal, that now what I'm doing is by remembering him, I'm keeping him with me now in my consciousness. The first Sakhi is of this person. In India they call him Shikandar. And here we learn of his stories in school called Alexander the Great. Okay? He stretched his empire from Greece to all over Asia, to Egypt, and then he came to the boundaries of Punjab. And then in Punjab, then there's a Sakhi that comes in Sri Dasam Granth that I want to share with you about Kirpa. So, one time, and this is a story, they share this when little kids, they have a story of when Shikandar came, he was looking for the immortal elixir, and he wanted long life, so he could rule over his kingdom for thousands of years. And somebody told him that Amrit lies in India, so he would come to India, and he's looking for it. Whether this story is, whatever Roop Rekha this story is, apa ito siksha lena. We're going to look for the moral. And I want you to apply that moral to your life. I don't want you to be like, oh, that's so phony, this story and all that. It's going to block you from the moral as well. So, one time, when Alexander the Great, they say they came to India, made his way into Punjab, and he was coming to a pond. A pond, or you could say a pool of immortal elixir. He found out where it is. Some people used to tell these stories all around, and then he found his way, he's going through the jungles, and he's finally come up to that point. And then they said that Indra, who was the king of the Devtas, got worried that he's going to have long life, and then he's going to come and take over our realm. They're always worried about their own realm. So he sent this one, Ramba Nam Apasra Dev Pathaike. He sent this one Pachra, you can say angelic being, to this Tarti to trick him. So she came and she took up another pace. And this is the pace, guilt of a vulture. Okay? But Jimmy, it has feathers. It didn't have any feathers. Completely featherless. And they said that when Shikandar came, and he's about to drink it. And then he hears laughing. He looks around and who's laughing? And it says, Pach ek tan na raheo, rakat na raheo sarir. He heard laughing, and then all of a sudden, he said, who's laughing? Who's calling out? He hasn't drunk the Amrit yet. He's about to take it. And then he says, who's laughing? And then all of a sudden, show yourself. The guilt came out. The guilt came out. And he kept laughing at it. And he says, why are you laughing? And the guilt said that, Pela pila. And then I'll tell you. So, this is a chalittar. This is a trick. What is it called? Reverse psychology? English to it. Does the guilt want him to drink it? No. That's the trick. It doesn't want him to drink it. So it's saying that Tila and fair medasari. But only can name me pina nahi. I don't know what. So Pach ak ek tan na rahe rakat na rahe sarir, meaning that any sukhi paise, it doesn't look like there's any blood in this guilt. Tan na chotat dukh so jeet jabte piyo paneer. And then this is what the guilt says to Shikandar. It's like, okay, you want to know? It says that, look, I have long life, and I can't die. And look at my body. Look how gruesome it looks. I barely have any blood left in my body, and I can't die. And dukh so jiye, and I live every day in pain. Every day. Because of wanting long life and drinking this kunir, mara pani. Kunir means khota pani. That drinking this, it's a curse. I'm living my life, and you know what happens? I have to live every day in dukh. And then, chaupe, palapio, amrit ye pi hai. And then she says, I'm so happy you're about to drink what this is called amrit. It's not like the amrit, the panch pyare. It's just an immortal elixir, something that will give you long life. So that palapio amrit ye pi hai. The guild says to Shah Shikandar that I'm so happy that you're about to drink this amrit. Why? Hamri pant both din ji hai. That I got a companion now. I've been suffering here day by day. And then मेरे नाल उसे दिन बताउन वास्ते एक साथी मिल गया. That I got somebody to live with me here. And you know what he did at that time? उन्हें आज ये book बनी सी ना अमृत की I उंगलियां खोली. And all that amrit fell from his hands. सुने बचन शिकंदर डरे हो. He heard this and he got scared. Piyat hote, he was about to drink it, and madpan na kariyo. He didn't drink it. He let it slip from his fingers. And they use this sakhi to translate a Gurbani Pankti. And the Gurbani Pankti says, Karme amrit an nisaryo. That there's amrit being poured into the hands, and kisar gyo. Poom means tarti. Poom paridaryo. But on top of the tarti, that amrit is gone. God is granting you kirpa. But je patra nahi bande, fir sade vich shek a. Ten kisam de hunde a, jachik jadon aunde a darbar de vich. One is panda mudda hi hunda, unhon ne koi birti nahi hundi, te marji mere te wo kirpa karnge ja kirpa mangde a, unhon de panda pehle hi mudda hunda. एक ਜਿਹੜੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਜਗਿਆਸੂ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਜਾਗਣ ਦੀ ਆਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਭਾਂਡਾ ਐ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ. They come into the darbar, they've cleaned up their lives, they're trying to clean up their lives, doesn't matter, they have a ਭਾਂਡਾ, they want to collect kirpa. And then there are those that ਦਿਖਾਵੇ ਮਾਤਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜੇ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਝੂਮਣਾ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ then ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਭਾਂਡਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਪਰ ਸ਼ੇਕ ਅੰਦਰ ਬਣੇ ਰਹੇ. Meaning that God's granting kirpa, grant this amrit rupi kirpa, and what's happening is that all that amrit is slipping through. It's all slipping through, and where? Poom paradari. It's falling on the ground. You're missing it. So when somebody says to you, yes, Marji has kirpa on you, but are you capturing it? Are you samaling it? Do you have that panda? Have you created that panda? Yatan kita to bring yourself into your having your nityanim. They say the panjbani that you do in the morning is holding on to Akal Purkh's finger. But as one bani slips, the next bani slips, the next bani slips, what's happening is you're letting go. You're letting go and not grasping on, you can say finger or palla of permission. So that was Patra. Becoming kirpa, you can define this even more great about how you clean a panda. It can go deeper and deeper. It has to apply to you. You have to understand pehla patra banna pehla. Then I've shared with you and pehchan, acknowledge and appreciate kirpa. And that I told you is that jimme Sukhmani Sahib de vich padde jeh Prasad Shakti Amrit Khai Tis Thakur ko Rakhman Mai, the whole Aspadi, it talks about kirpa. If you don't have time to do all Sukhmani Sahib, do that at least so you can appreciate what God is doing for you on a daily basis. Right? Read it at least so it becomes the focus of your eyes that yes, today's God has woken me up. Yes, I'm not dead. I'm awake today. I have food. And that food's filled in my fridge. And then I'm able to get to my destination. Some things are so routine in our day that we fail to appreciate that God's doing kirpa on us. You know, we think that, no, this is because of us. No, it's because God is doing kirpa on you and keeping you in this routine. And there I said Sukhmani Sahib and Sumab, holding on to kirpa. Now, I want to tell you a sakhi. And one time, by Salo ji, ਉੱਥੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਲੋ ਕੀ ਟੋਬ, and there was a ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਾਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਇਹ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਲੋ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਇਨਾਮ ਵੰਡੇ ਸੀ, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਵੰਡੀ ਸੀ, just like ਜਦੋਂ ਮੁਕਤਸਰ ਦਾ ਜੰਗ ਸਮਾਪਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ, and Maharaj says that this is my sawa lakh, he gave out blessings to all the Shaheed Gursikhs, handed it out to them, right? And the same way Guru Arjan Dev Ji ਜਦੋਂ ਕਾਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ at the ਸਮਾਪਤੀ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਆਈ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਵਰਸਾਈ ਸੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ. And there is a ਭਗਤ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਲੋ, ਉਹ ਤੇ ਵਿਸ਼ੇਸ਼ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੇ. ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਗ੍ਰੰਥਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਹਰ ਭਗਤ ਜਗਤ ਮੈਂ ਜਾਨ, ਨਿਜ ਇਸ਼ਟ ਬਿਨਾ ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟੇ ਨਾ ਅਨ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਭਗਤਾ that has only one eye for Paramatma and doesn't look towards anybody else. ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਸਹਾਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਭਦਾ, ਉਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਕ ਅੱਖ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਵਾਲੀ ਰੱਖਦਾ, ਉਹ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ that's a ਭਗਤ. That's a bhagat. If you ever need a definition of a bhagat. So what happened is that one time a pandit arrived and he sat down and ਉਹਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਸੀ, ਮਹੀਨਾ ਲਗਭਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕੋਲ, and ਉਹਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਜੋ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਗ੍ਰਹਿਣ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ, whatever ਕਿਤਾਬ he has, ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਣਾਵਾਂ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ, ਉਹਦੀ ਇਹ ਬਿਰਤੀ ਸੀ. After a month, Guru Maharaj Ji saw that ਉਹ ਆਵਾਜ਼ਾਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਵੱਲ ਪਹੁੰਚਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, that whatever you're thinking, those tarangs, those waves, vibrations, वो सुरतरा ही Maharaj Ji ਵੱਲ ਪਹੁੰਚਦੇ ਹੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ when you're thinking anything. And if you think of a desire for long enough, it keeps coming to Maharaj Ji that that's what you want. And that person who was a pandit, he kept thinking this, that मैं कथा सुनानी है संगत ਨੂੰ, and ਜਦੋਂ ਕਥਾ ਸਮਾਪਤ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ, when the katha finishes, then मैं Maharaj Ji ਤੋਂ I'm going to ask for a boon or a daat from Paramatma, Guru Arjan Dev Ji. ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗੀ ਸੀ ਥੋੜੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ, but he had it in a weird kind of manner where he wanted to do something and the only thing he knew how to do was katha. So ਉਹਨੇ ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਾ, he sat, Maharaj Ji called him and he said, ਚਲੋ ਭਈ ਪੰਡਿਤ ਜੀ ਆਏ ਕਰੋ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਹੈਗਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਲਿਖਿਆ, ਇਸੇ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਸੁਣਾ ਦਿਓ ਕਥਾ. ਇਸ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਣਾਉਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ. And then ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਲੋ ਆਇਆ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਕਥਾ ਸੁਣਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ, and Maharaj Ji ਨੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਆਓ ਭਗਤ ਜੀ ਆਓ. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਕਰਕੇ Guru Arjan Dev Ji said to him that come my bhagat, your presence is very welcome, like I'm happy that you came. Maharaj Ji said this to him. And ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੰਡਿਤ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਫਰਨਾ ਆਇਆ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਾਹਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ Maharaj Ji ਭਗਤ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ. This is what he thought. ਉਹਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਗਿਆ that why doesn't Guru Arjan Dev Ji say that I'm a bhagat? And then one day when Guru Maharaj Ji ne arada banaya, time came that Guru Granth Sahib Ji was going to be compiled. And he said, it was around that time that when the samapti happened for the Pandit's Katha, he said that, do you have anything else that you can snas your gyan with? And he said that, I do, but those books are at home. Then Maharaj Ji said that, jaake le aa, go get them. And you know what he did? He goes, and ਉਹਨੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਪੁੱਤ ਨੂੰ ਸੱਦਿਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਾਓ ਉਹ ਲੈ ਆਓ, ਪਰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਦੀ ਗਣੇਸ਼ ਪੂਜਨ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ. And then when he was about to go out, he heard a donkey bray. And when he heard a donkey and he said that, oh, it's coming from this side, oh, that's a bad omen, I can't go today, come back. ਮੈਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਪੁੱਤ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੂੰ ਜਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ, ਅੱਜ ਸ਼ੁਭ ਨਛੱਤਰ ਨਹੀਂ, and ਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਫਲਾਨਾ ਨਹੀਂ. And ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਦੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ he did his own prayers and then he was about to go, but he came back. And Maharaj Ji said that ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਆਗਿਆ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਸੀ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਆਓ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਏ. And he said that, नहीं माँ जी आ हो गया सी ते आ हो गया सी आज चंगा दिन नहीं जाके लैन वास्ते. Then Margie said to a Sikh that he called a Sikh and he said to him that जाके तुसी संगला दीप जाके एक पुस्तक ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਾਰਜੀ ਨੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਉਚਾਰਨ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰਾਜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਨਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਸੰਭਾਲੀ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਪੁਸਤਕ ਲੈ ਆਓ ਜਾਂ ਪੋਥੀ ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ ਪੋਥੀ ਲੈ ਆਓ ਤੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਲੈ ਆਓ. ਉਹਨੇ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀ ਮਾਰਜੀ ਨੇ. ਸਿੱਖ ਨੇ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਿਆ and he left. ਉਹਨੇ ਆਏ ਜਮਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਾ, how am I going to do it. ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਬਿਧੀ ਚੰਦ ਨੂੰ ਥਾਪੜਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਤੇ ਮਾਰਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਆਪੇ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ. ਦੇਖੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਆਏ ਯਕੀਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ and you ask for ਕਿਰਪਾ or you ask Maharaj I'm about to do this sky ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਸਹਾਈ ਹੋਵੋ ਤਾਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਆਏ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਲੋ ਮੈਂ ਸਹਾਇਤਾ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ. ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਰਤਣਗੇ. You know, if I say to you, let's say Gagan says that, can you help me out with something? Yeah, I'll help you out. You don't worry about it. And then I take off. मैं पासे हो गया, and then he's left with nothing, right? No, that's not how God works. God, you ask for kripa, and then God uses you as a vessel, and does it for you. So the moment that you do ardas, you ask for Maharaji's kripa, your homemade, your ignorance has to be put aside so that vessel, now God's kirpa will work through you. Jadon Maharaj ji da karaj jai. And that Gursikh had that bhavna. Now Maharaj ji ne mainu kirpa, Maharaj ji ne kirpa de diti and onu aa nahi pata si kis tarah main utte pahunchunga par Guru Maharaj ji ne aappe sab kuch kar dena. He's going to do it. A nischa, a bhavna Gursikh di that when kirpa comes, it will come and God grants it and it will flow through my body and it will make the happenings. When Baba Bidhi Chand had to bring the horses back from Lahore, he had gone and he's like, how do I find the person who is responsible for keeping the horses? Pehle din darwaja khulya and he sees the person Sonde Khan, that's his entrance. There he is. And he knew that Guru Maharaj is aiding him, that Maharaj is doing it. Oh, raste khol raha hai mere vaste. सच्चे पातशाह आपे करते हैं पर सिख ਨੂੰ ਯਕੀਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ that Maharaj is with me. And then that Sikh left like that and then he said to the Pandit, ਦੇਖਿਆ ਨਾ ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਝਾਕਿਆ, ਇਹ ਅਸਲੀ ਭਗਤ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲ and ਉਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਮਿਲ ਗਈ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲ ਗਿਆ because that was my ਆਗਿਆ. ਪੰਡਿਤ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣ ਲਈ ਪੋਥੀ and ਕਿੰਨੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ੰਕਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਆਏ and then फिर तू Ganesh की पूजन करने लग गया, और किसी की आराधना करने लग गया. Then you say that donkey is braying and I can't go today. You know how people say black cat crosses the road and you can't go any further, it's bad luck. ਇਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੋਚੀਆਂ. Then ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਕਵਿਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਪੰਕਤੀ ਉਸ ਸਾਖੀ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਥਾਈ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਸੀ, ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਸ ਗਰਦਬ ਸਵਾਨ ਸਗਨ ਕੈ. They said while they're going out they look to a dog and a donkey as a shubh omen or a bad omen. Sanka uparas bol kar avahi. He said that, but then Shanka, a doubt comes in their head and they lose all that kirpa and they come back home. And they gain nothing. They gain nothing. God's kirpa is upon you. But it's a matter of appreciating it and believing in it. Believing in it. So Patra, Pehchan, Samal, and that Samal is so needed because Nanak Nehfal Jaate Jo Kunchar Isnan. Because what happens is Hathi ki karda, wo pehla jaake ishnan karda. When he goes and bathes, then what does it do? Takes same dirt and pours it out. You come to Maharaj's Darbar, you get up at Amrit Vela, you call out to Guru Maharaj, you do all these things, yatan karde, that's a cleansing process, and you clean yourself. But yet you go back, and you don't want to leave those malpractices, those bad tendencies in the world. You have to convince yourself. This is the game. And then you say, why isn't my avastha going up? It's because it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And that's our life. And that's how we're spending it. We choose not to bring it into practice all around. somebody one time drew out a pie chart and said that here's Sikhi, here's work, here's entertainment, and here's this. And I'm like, no, redraw that. Sikhi in bold, and then Sikhi goes all around because it defines all of your practices. Right? You're not going to do a gift that's not honest. You're not going to eat without remembering God. There's your bhakti sitting everywhere around you. That's what a grihasthi's life is. That they remember Paramatma before going to work, on their breaks, coming out. They're remembering Paramatma before they eat, before they drive, before they leave home, kar bahar, jande hue. They're remembering Paramatma. And it's to maximize, to saturate your life with Sikhi. Not the opposite. Right? That you let things dwindle up. Or you take something that was cleansed and you dirty yourself right after. Baba Gurbachan Singh had said this in Sri Gurmukh Prakash, that this is the root for a Sikh. Satgur Sabad Kamaiye. That bringing Maharaj Ji's Shabd, Gur Mantra and over more Mantra and doing it over again. Man ko prem lagaye. By placing love into it. You have love, now let it pour out through the Shabd. Pik Preet Nij Das ki. When that Sikh sees, when Maharaj Ji sees their pratik, when they see their feet, they're Siddhik, because faith is going to become Siddhik after. Nij Das ki. Of a person who surrendered their lives, Nadar Karan Har Rai. That's when Paramatma will give you Nadar, glance. And just to summarize, Satguru and Sangha. And Saran, within Maharaj Ji's Sharan, what comes is Pratik. You have to have Samarpan, Dasapal, meaning that you have Nimrata, Ha, that God is with you, Pa, that you don't lose Paramatma's Pyar, and Savad is Naam. God's giving it to you. And then Oda Abhyas. And just like we said, Amrit Vela, such now Vadiyai Vichar, then that Vadiyai becomes Varag. When that becomes more deeper and deeper, and Vichar becomes Vivek. And what happens inevitably, Nanak Nadri Nadar Nihal. I look at Japji Sahib and I see so many Nanne. And then I see that all those Nanne come up to this, and then there's a Nanna. That means that it's Guru Maharaj is saying that Nadri, Paramatma, Nadar will give you a glance, and Nihal. Guru Gobind Singh Ji, when he would be happy with Gur 6, he used to say, Nihal ho. Meaning that now move up and move away from all the pain in the world. God has granted you bliss, and He's granting you Anand to move up above everything. So, how much time? Smakti? Okay. This is the last Sakhi that I want to share with you of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, because I started from Guru Nanak Dev Ji and I thought it would end. One time Guru Nanak Dev Ji went to a town ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਚੋਰ ਸੀ ਐਕਵਨੀ ਘਰ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਚੋਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਿੰਡ ਹੀ ਸੀ. These chores didn't do chori in their pen. These chores used to go to other pens and do chori. But that day Guru Nanak Dev Ji and his companions came to that pen. When they came, choran ne khush ho gaye that somebody's coming to our pen. We'll take him, give him a room. They showed the hospitality. Unhone bahut changi aadar dikhai. And then they took Guru Nanak Dev Ji and gave him a room. They baro tala de ditta. Tala meaning lock, right? Closed it up that Guru Maharaj Ji couldn't get out. Amrit Vela came. Guru Maharaj Ji says to Bhai Mardana, string the chords of the rabab. That was Shabd gauna. ਜਦੋਂ Maharaj Ji Shabd gaunde si and Samapti hoi, that us sare choran nu neend aa gayi. They were waiting to go in and then rob Guru Nanak Dev Ji and kill him after. But unhone nu sare nu neend aa gayi. And then what happened is Maharaj Ji says to Bhai Mardana that we need to go. He says that I can't open the door, there's a lock. And then Maharaj Ji says, aapko sat kartar. Satkarta Akhya Tala khul gaya, the lock opened. Marji left. And as they left the town, the chores all woke up. And they said, where did they go? They quickly got on their horses, they followed Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And then they come out on their horses and they surround Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And they said that, give us everything you got and then take off your clothes, and then they planned on murdering him. The Samarji said that, "Theek hai, you guys can do whatever you want, jo bhi karna kar lo, but pehla go get some firewood and go make preparations. You guys are a little naive, koi bande itthe chhad deo, send him off, make all the preparations to kill us off, because if our bodies are here, people will discover him. And then they'll say that, who killed these people outside of your town?" And some of them discussed amongst each other, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so you guys stay here. There's a couple of them on horses. They said, where do we go and get it from? Maharji said, there. He pointed with his finger, there. I mean, there's already a funeral happening at a distance where smoke was coming up, and Maharji pointed in that direction. So they arrive, and as they arrive, what do they see? The two chores that come, they see something. They see that two people are tugging at him. At first there was some jamdoots that were pulling him in one direction, and then saw some angelic beings pulling him in the other direction. And they wondered, and then the other one said, no, he pointed in this direction, you have to let go. This person is not going to hell. And that's all they heard. And then they asked, what are you talking about? These guys asked them, what are you talking about? Pointed. Who pointed? They said, the person who sent you to get the logs here. He pointed, this person was going to go to Narak. And because of his kirpa and him looking, his glance, his nadar, Marjini nadar pe, and he pointed over in this direction. Inni kirpa hoi na jamdoot na aave nede. They told him that tusi nede nahi aa sakde. And move away. He's going to the heavenly realms now. And they started, they're like, who are we dealing with? And they went back and they apologized and told the others of what they saw to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The strength is not in us. The strength is in God's kirpa. That's all we hope for, all we live for. We ask that Sache Pasha tusi nadar karo. On people जिन्होंने ने कुकर्म भी कमाए सी, if Marji looked, उन्हें the जीवन भी सब कुछ बदल जाता. The Gursikh already call out to Marji. It's just about tika, holding on to Guru Marji, loving him and calling out from the depths of your heart to Paramatma. And remember those three things: maintaining as a pandab to collect kirpa, calling out to kirpa, pehchan of Marji's kirpa as it's coming to you, asking for that as well. And the final thing that I said, which was Samal. Thank you. I was testing you to see if you're listening. Samal. Keep it with you. Don't let it go away. He has done so much for us. There's so much that God does for us. Every pal that we're losing it is just, you don't want it as a Gursikh, but call out to him. If I made any mistakes, please forgive me. I know it's been pretty long, but the same way we ended the other presentation we end now, forgive me for all my mistakes. And if I said anything good, you guys know what to do, right? Take it with you. Yeah. If there's something that bothered you, or something that's not sitting well, perhaps there's something wrong in me, you can come and tell me, and I can try to improve it. But don't try to take those kind of things, because everything came out unfiltered. There's nothing that I was hiding or anything. I don't hold myself as a pracharak or anybody. I hold myself as one of you guys coming up here. So forgive me if I made any mistakes. Malar mala panjva, he Gobind, he Gopal, Prananath Anath Sakhe, he Samrat वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. One thing I wanted to tell you guys, मेरे मन दे विच बस आया सी बहुत टूक मात्र. Some people, a lot of you guys, you come up and say, ask me things that like Panj Vakar, how do you fight them and all that, right? Jire Sanskriti sloka na, like Marji's made it clear, it's through Marji's shabd. Tikhan ban banana, o chala ke, making it sharp through a vyas, and with your sword you attack them. They're gonna fight, they're gonna come at you. They're kaam karo, pehla hi nagar de vich bharya hoya, everybody's gonna get attacked. But there's some things for your realization. Pehchan karan vaste. Kei cheezain di warning signs. In Sanskriti slok, Marji, what he's done is he's taken all the Panjavakars. And Marji ne bahut sundar tang na kite. He said that jere most superficial, jere upro first entangles us is mo. Right? So, hey Janam, so it starts with Hey Jit Sur Sangramam, At Balna Bo Mardane. Then Larai Mo and Vivek Diya. When Marji gives you Vivek, you're going to be fighting against Mo. Right? Most, it's at the most superficial level. And then Jyo Kisi Chalde na Andar, Hey Kamam, Narak Bisramam, Bo Joni Paramabne. Andar Hey more, Hey Kalmul Krodam Kadanch Karanano Parjate. There's Krod, and then Hey Loba, Lampat Sang Sir More Hai. Hey Agena Lob. And then the final one, the deepest rooted, the one that you restrict your ego as much as possible. But very sukham roop de vich baitha rehanda, he janam maran moolam ahankaram papatma hankar. And then Marji says, "E panjavakar ho gaya na? Then main tune ek benti de shabd bhi dena. He pran nath gobind hai. Kripa nidan jagad karo. He sansar taap haran hai. Karna mein sab dokha ro. He saran jog dayal hai. दीना नाथ मया करो शरीर स्वस्थ खीन समय सिमरंत नानक राम दामोदर माधव है. That even when my body is about to die, they save me from these vakar and I'm doing your simran sache pasha. So Khalsa ji, that's one thing that I tell you and I bring to your attention, is that sometimes you need to call out to them that these are the five, Ivari Dushta, Panj vakar that sit inside of us. And Marji calls out to each of them in the order that they're rooted inside of us. And then calls out in a Benti Shabd. If anybody wants to gain perspective, I know some of you guys always have this question about how to defeat them and so forth. It's only Marji's Kirpa that can defeat him. Right? But the only thing that I want you to do is call out to Marji in Shabd. And your mind will have taka when you talk about these five, and through the shabd, beinti ala shabd, for protection against these five. ठीक है जी? वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा.
We would like to thank Bhai Pardeep Singh to recognize Bhai Pardeep Singh's presence and the presentation. We would like to request Bhai Pardeep Singh to give sloka to Bhai Pardeep Singh. Bole Sone Haal